Hello, everyone. This is one of the most important lessons ever. So make sure you're kind of listening into the entire thing, so you can do these exercises and really have a breakthrough with your drawing method. All right. So, what I want to show you here is many people keep asking me about how I'm able to do this. For example, if I was going to draw a head and I know exactly where the head is. You see how it's going to, and I'm talking about this, a break line, right? I'm not drawing the entire figure, but I'm able to figure out exactly where everything goes. If you take a look at the eye right there, but I don't have to draw the whole thing. You see how I'm not drawing it? I'm breaking the line, break line, like break line, you see? And so people keep wondering about this and they keep asking me what is the secret of doing this. So it's cognitive drawing, and I'm going to give you some exercises right now to really help you break through this, okay? So here you go. For example, you see the head that I'm drawing here. I can see that the eye is about right there without even drawing it. You see that? Right there, I see it. And so this is the technique that you have to be able to draw quick sketches, particularly in the city, on the outside, if you're drawing people in the subway and trains. And just generally, this is going to open up a visual dimension for you guys that's unbelievable, guys. So if you practice and exercise like I'm doing, okay? So as you can see, the eye is right there, and I see it before I draw it. That's what I'm going to show you today. How to do this before you even draw it. You can take a look. See, it's right there, the nose. I see it. I see the line and then I trace it. You see, I see the line, I trace it. I see the mouth right there, the middle line, like there, the upper lip line right over there. And you visualize it first and then you draw, okay? That's what I'm talking about. So many times it's this break line. See the way you're breaking the line. Now, I'm going to show you, for example, if I want to see the same head and he's looking at him from this way, I picture it already. I can see it visually. It's right there. I don't even have to draw all the lines. I can break my line. You see this? I'm breaking the line. I know that it's right here. The ear is going to be right there. And he's going to be looking at him, right? So right there, look. I visualize it first, and then I draw it. I see the line first, and then I draw. See, I see the line first, and then I connect it. I see the neckline. I see the line first. You see the line? You see it? As I'm even drawing this, you should be able to see the line. You see that? Right there, and then you just trace the line that you visualize, okay? And the eye will be right there because he's looking at him right there. And you see the break. Now I'm not worried about connecting all these lines because I know this invisible line, it exists right there. You see, it exists, it does. So I'm just going to trace it. Trace the line that you visualize, right? It's like you project the line on the paper, and then you trace the line that you projected. Okay, look, the nose. Boom. Right, and then you have the mouth is maybe right there. Upper lip, lower lip. So you see, guys, what I'm trying to tell you here is this is the technique that I use. Everybody has to use. It's cognitive. It's a mental understanding of the line and being able to visualize it, right? Very important. So now, and then you can do the details later, but so I'm going to give you some exercises as to how to get to doing this, which will be really helpful, guys, all right? See, and then of course, then later on you can do all the details and whatever that comes with it, and then break it up, so on and so forth. Imagine it as a box, as though as it's inside of a box, so you get the perspective. All right. So that's what I wanted to show you here. Like, if you see how I drew this so fast and quickly, and it's because I'm able to visualize the line before I draw it. So here you go. I'm going to show you, for example, okay? Now, very important lesson, guys. You can draw this along with me. That'll be fun as well. Let's say I asked you to draw a circle, right, in this. And let's say this is the border of the paper, and I'm using the entire paper, okay? So let's say this is the paper right here. And inside of this paper, I'm going to ask you to draw a circle, right? So you could imagine that the circle is here or maybe here, but I say a nice big circle in the center. So if that's the direction, if the direction is for you to draw a circle in the center of the paper, you have to first imagine the circle. You have to visualize the circle in the center of the paper. So look at the way my pen is moving around, right? You see the circle? That's my visualization. I see the circle right there. I see it right here, okay? That's the circle right in the middle. You see, I'm not drawing anything. And I'm going to show you how I can even break this. Look. Boom, boom, boom. I don't have to draw the entire one, but because I'm just visualizing it, visualize the circle right in the middle. And you see, I'm not drawing it. Look. Boom. Nice and round. Or maybe you want to go further down like that. That'll be an oval. We are looking for a circle. So right there, I would say, right? Freehand, but visualization, you see? I'm just visualizing the line, and I'm seeing the line. You see, lightly, nice and light. So you can see the line, and then you just trace what you see, okay? Now you see, I have a circle. Now let's say I told you to draw another circle in the middle of this circle, right? So you're going to have to visualize it. Look, visualize the line, circle. It's right there. Maybe it's here. No, maybe I should keep it right there. You see, nice and even. So I would say that right there, right? And you see how the circle is already, I can see it without drawing it. Very important, ladies and gentlemen. Please try to understand how important lesson this is. This is not a joke. So I want you to practice this very carefully. Meaning, you're doing it fast. This is a rapid practice. Look, just like a donut. But the idea is, how did I arrive at this? By visualizing it first. I saw this line before I drew it. You understand what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen? I saw the line before I drew it, right? That is what is called cognitive drawing. Okay, so there's your donut. Now let's say if I said draw a triangle around here, right? Then I'm going to visualize it right there, look. And an opposite one that goes here just like this. So when I visualize it, I know that I'm not going to make a mistake. I'm not going to go and say like, oh, this is the triangle right here. That's silly. So obviously that's not what I'm going to do. I'm going to be able to figure out that my visualization is going to be balanced. It's going to be exactly as it is here. It's going to mirror the image. A mirror image, right? So I'm going to go like that. So you see how when I visualize, right? There's no need to make a mistake. You visualize it already. You see it first. Okay? There you go. So I'm just going to tell you guys, this is simply a sample right here. Now we come to the real exercise. Are you ready? So here's the real exercise. So up to now, just to summarize it, right? Break line. You see, break your line, break your line. Look, break line. Visualization. The chin is going to be here, so I don't have to draw this. I know there's an ear right here. It's going to come up right here, correct? An ear is going to be right there, correct? That's the visualization I'm talking about. So here's the neck is going to come right there like that. Look at it first on the paper, then you draw it. You got it? So there's the eye, for example, make it expressive of whatever I want to do. your brain and your visualization powers will boost like you can't believe if you do what I'm telling you right now, okay? So practice in that manner. So, okay, and then, you visualize first and then you draw the line. Visualize first, then draw the line. Look, I'm just visualizing it, looking at the line, and then it becomes very easy, okay? And you're not going to make mistakes. When you draw your portraits and when you draw your other things, you'll be on the mark every time, nailing the picture correctly. The reason for that is because you're able to visualize the picture, project the image onto the screen, onto your paper. Let me give you an example, guys. It's almost like if you use your computer, right? It's scanning an image and then drawing from the saved image, right, that you save in your brain. All right, so let's come to the real exercise, everybody. Here you go. So this is the exercise that you have to do, guys. Here is a simple picture, and pick out a simple picture, something like this. Very simple drawing. It could be detailed, but if you're really good, but you're going to begin like this. Take a simple picture like this, right? Take a good look at it. And here you go. I'm going to take a good look. I'm going to demonstrate right now what I mean. This is cognitive drawing. Drawing cognitively, okay? This is an exercise that's going to boost your visualization skills and your drawing powers tremendously. So keep that in mind, guys. So here's how you do it. Here's the picture. Take a good look at it. Look, I'm taking a good look. Nice and good. Once I get a good image, picture that nicely. Take about a minute or so to nicely visualize all the details, get them into your mind, and record them. Record that image, right? Then you're going to close it. Don't see it, and use your memory to see if you can draw what you just did. And here you go. I'm going to show you. It's not going to be perfect. Even though I have a lot of practice and I've been doing this for many years, I still have to get better at it, I guess. So check it out. So what did I see here just now? Something like that. And I'm just gonna, something like, I believe it was like that, maybe. I don't even now remember the eye, and I seem to have more memory problems. But anyway, it was something like this, right? And I believe the tail was probably going like so. And you see how I'm just quickly drawing this from imagination. I don't know if it's something like, you see that? Okay, once again, this is a demo, guys. I'm showing you, just like quickly. So you see, as you can see, I think right there, maybe. Now what you do is, once you have that, right, this is from memory, you didn't look at it. This is cognitive exercises, cognitive way of drawing, all right? So now I have that. What am I going to do? Let's take a look back at the picture. And we're going to see if we got it right. See, there are many things I got wrong. As you can see, the tail, before I even look at the picture, right, I'm going to make my corrections. The tail is going this way. I don't see the leg. And the eye is, it's simply a dot rather than a closed eye. It's like looking up this way. And the ears are this way, okay? So those are my corrections. Let's go back and see if I can fix it. So the tail, as you can see, was not like this. So I'm going to erase that. This is the way you exercise. This is the way you practice your cognitive development skills. So now I'm going to come back here, and now I know that the tail is rounding up like this. Okay, that is the tail right there. It was rounding up just like so. And this was something like nice and sleek body, a nice sleek body, which just seems to be a little bit fat. but it was more sleek. Something like, I think, like that maybe. And you see now how I'm a little bit confused about if this was going back a little like that or not. I'm not sure. But I'm not going to check anything right now. I'm just going to first of all make the corrections that I just observed, which is, I'm going to make those corrections, okay? So, which is this one, this was a dot looking up like this, like that, okay? And I saw that the ear was, this ear was out like that, and that was going like that. This is more like, now watch, right? I got a little bit better at this. Now I'm going to go back and take a look at the picture again, guys, all right? So here you go, look, boom. I seem to have gotten, and I'm still not using it as a complete reference, but I'm just looking at this back bend. You see this one? Where the bend is, you see that? And in the back, you know, where the tail is. So I'm going to make that correction. I see that it's dark up there, light right there, and let me see if I can fix that some more, okay? So here you go. The mistake here in this was this one. Wasn't like this, but rather nice and smooth going down. There was no bump, so it's just going like that, okay? And half of it was shaded like this. This was very dark. This is the very darker thing. Now I'm going to get those values, you know, and then get the basic idea of this. You see? Now, this is something I did all from memory by just looking at it and just using it back as a reference, right? Now, what you're going to do is, now you can use a reference and then go back and see if you can fix it. For example, if you take a look at this, right? Look, you have, now, you see this? The ear was longer. I'm making those final adjustments. This was longer, right? And I'll just shade it up a little bit to see if I can get that right, you know. You see what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen? This is what I'm talking about. Please try to understand that this is cognitive learning, cognitive way of drawing, okay? This will build your skills. It'll boost your visualization powers. You will be able to see pictures in your mind that you will then be able to project onto the paper. Okay, you'll be able to project onto the paper and thereby giving a very good, your drawing skills will just improve tremendously. I'm not kidding. So please try this, guys. Cognitive learning, cognitive way of drawing. Look at the picture and then put it away and then start drawing it without the picture from your mind, memory. Nice and quick. You're not worried about details. I'm only worried about this gesture, the way the tail is, you know, the relationships between the tail and the body, how big the tail is. You don't want the tail to be too small or too large. It has to be about perfect. And then you want to see the angles, you know, the angles of this. You see the tail's angle, the way it's going this way. It's not this, there's no this part right there. So now you see I'm using the reference again to make my corrections and to fix everything and to make it as right as possible, you know. And, you know, you get bored with this pencil thing. You want to make it nice and black and dark. You can use a darker pencil or a darker marker or something like that. For example, I'm just going to pick up a marker here to make it more quicker, you know. So there you go. See this? And now I make the corrections and I'm making my drawing as close as possible to the original. But how did I arrive at this particular point? It was by the cognitive learning method. You know, this is the cognitive way, guys. Please practice it like this, and believe me, you will be able to go out onto the street, draw people really quickly, you know, get all their gestures in and all that, and so on and so forth. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for watching this. This is a very important lesson. Please subscribe if you haven't. I'm going to be putting up a lot more cityscapes and drawing people on the trains and subways, and I'm going to show you all this and how I'm going to connect how this exercise, cognitive learning exercise that I just showed you, and all the things that I just explained, how it connects to what I would be doing in this city as I go around drawing pictures, drawing cityscapes, and making paintings and acrylics and so on and so forth. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. Please stay connected, and thank you for your support. And have a great day, okay? And keep safe.